You wanted it. You got it. Ugh. Let's take a look at my PS2 and PS3 game collections. What you see in the front row there actually isn't all of them. There's a few behind as well. And I think there's a few scattered around here. So I'm going to take them off the shelves while you're watching the titles. So PS2 and PS3 game collection. Today. Well, probably part one of several. Today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Godzilla-like video games. Okay, that's cheesy. Anyway, down here we have the PS1 collection. All 4 games. Yeah, I didn't buy a lot of PS1 games because, well, I didn't own a PS1, and by the time I started playing them, I owned a PS2. So I was playing PS1 games on the PS2. So I wanted to focus mainly on the newer stuff, and I actually played a lot of PS1 games, but these are the only ones I actually own. The other ones I played, I actually borrowed from friends. So I played like the first 3 Resident Evils, the original Silent Hill, one of the Jet Moto games. I don't even remember. It was so long ago now. Anyway, that's the PS1 games. If we pull back, there's my entire PS2 library. Again, this isn't necessarily everything that I have owned, it's just what I currently own. I used to have some other ones and ended up having to sell them or whatever, but these are the ones that I've got now. And again, I used to borrow quite a few from my friends and whatnot to play, but these are the ones that I currently own. And then finally, we have the slowly increasing PS3 collection. And a huge bottle of beer. So that's sort of the quick overview. I'll give you an in-depth look in just a minute here. But, yeah, I mean, I don't pretend that I have the biggest collection in the world, because I know it isn't by any stretch whatsoever. These are just the ones that I have, and the ones that I was able to afford, and the ones that I enjoy playing. It is what it is, you know. I mean, I would never claim that this is the biggest collection, or the most impressive collection, or the most definitive collection by any stretch. It's just my collection, so take it or leave it. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get on with taking a look at some specific sections within the collection, and I'll tell you a little bit about each one. So in the interest of keeping things organized and keeping things sort of to the types of games that you guys want to see most and that you're most interested in, I'm going to divide it up into several videos so that each video will be focusing on a specific sort of genre of games. So let us begin. So I guess first off we'll do the PS1 games, since there's only 4 of them. Okay, so first off we got Twisted Metal 2. Where are we going here? Okay. Twisted Metal 2, which most fans of the Twisted Metal series consider this to be the all-time greatest game of the whole franchise. My introduction to Twisted Metal 2 was actually Twisted Metal Black on the PS2, and I really enjoyed that one. But I have to say, this one, you know, I like to describe games like this as sort of stupid fun, and, well, this one definitely qualifies. It's just, this is the World Tour one, where you basically just go around the world and wipe out familiar landmarks and, you know, notable landmarks throughout the world, all the while trying to take out your opponents and just, you know, death, destruction, murder, carnage, and lots of good racing. So, Twisted Metal 2, lots of fun. Whoops, yeah, it's kind of falling apart. So this is, of course, the good old-fashioned black discs, which the PlayStation is known for, and you got a clear case in there. Now, a lot of the PS1 games originally came in oversized boxes, but this one just came in a jewel case. All the ones I have just came in jewel cases. And you see an ad on the back there for Jet Moto. A friend and I played Jet Moto 2, I believe. He got it at a discount. He picked it up thinking it might be kind of stupid fun along the lines of this, or, you know, we might enjoy it in the same way that we enjoy stuff like ATV Off-Road Fury and SSX3 and stuff like that. But it just didn't quite hold a candle. Now this next one is highly sought after by collectors. Reboot! Yes, that's right. This is the one and only video game made based on the fondly remembered early 90s all-CG series, which is a great show. I loved the show. So I just lucked into finding this in one of the local game stores for like, I don't know, $8 or something. And it's great because this actually contains a lot of, oh yeah, I have a nice photocopied manual. That's great, eh? This is really cool because it's actually got an all-new story and all-new footage that's exclusive to the game. It actually does not contain any footage from the show. It's actually all original footage created specifically for the game. The game itself is, I don't know, I found the controls kind of awkward. It's not all that it could have been. Like, if they did a game now, it would basically look as good as the show, you know, on modern systems. And it would be really nice if they did, if there was some kind of revival of Reboot or whatever, that, you know, they did a new game based on it. But, oh well, whatever. It is what it is. It's just cool to have as a collector's item. And then, of course, I have what many consider one of the all-time greatest RPGs of all time, Final Fantasy VII, the greatest hits version. The Final Fantasy games are like some of the few games that remained in print long after the PS1 had ceased to be. And this is, of course, 4 discs, and does include the instruction manual as well, which is actually quite a nice full-color instruction manual, something you don't get very often. So this is it 4 discs or 3? I can never quite remember. 3 discs. 3 discs. This was recently re-released on the PlayStation Network in a slightly enhanced version, which you can download. The biggest advantage, of course, being no disc swapping, and you can play that on the PS3. I was thinking I might grab that just for the hell of it. And then finally, this was a sequel to a game series that I've been wanting to get for a long time, because I had the 3rd one on the 3DO. I actually still have it on the 3DO. And this is the 4th one in the series, Wing Commander 4: The Price of Freedom, which apparently I got for $8. You can't go wrong there. Now this one is 4 discs, and you got the instructions there. So you got discs, was it 3 and 4, and then 1 and 2. And there's actually another instruction manual. There's 2 manuals with this that cover different aspects of the game, so that's pretty cool. So that's Wing Commander 4. And Wing Commander 4 is well, 3 and 4 actually are particularly notable for the cast. You have Mark Hamill and Malcolm McDowell, no less, as well as a lot of other notable actors who I'm sure you'd recognize. John Rhys-Davies from Lord of the Rings is in this as well. And there you go. So here is my entire PS1 library. Woohoo! 4 games! I actually did pick up one a little while ago as a PSN download, specifically Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is awesome. I did an in-depth review of that in the 2nd episode of my podcast last year. So if you head over to www.archive.org and search for Zaran Izarak, you can find that and listen to it. So that's it for the PS1 collection. Next time we will begin looking at the PS2 collection. I'm not sure which section I'm going to do first. It'll be a surprise to you as well as me. But I kind of got them subdivided into sections, a little more organized than they usually are. So we'll just kind of work it from there. And that's our vacuum, by the way, in case you're wondering. And that's a lamp. And this is Godzilla. And this is a huge bottle of beer. Alright, that's it from me to you for now. So see you for the next part of the video game overview next time. Until then, thanks for watching. And sayonara.